That's right. And I mean, scars, I think that really, one of the things that really hit me the first time that I did a dissection with Gil Headley, I had done dissections in school before, never saw the human body the way I did with him. And when we had this form that had a tiny little scar, a couple tiny little scars, and so we speculated at the beginning of the dissection, oh, that's a gallbladder surgery. And as we went layer by layer, that little tiny scar in the superficial fascia was more like a bullseye, and then trying to peel the superficial fascia away from the deeper fascial tissues was like, made sounds. And then when we went into the visceral fascia, it just looked like somebody took chewing gum, put it in somebody's hair, and then stuck it into the form. It was just all over the place. This web had hooked around the large intestine. It was just like a maze in there. And I think to myself, I think that anyone hearing this, I hope that, and I'm sure you're going to agree with this, that don't forget that scar tissue will continue to uh, span in its place if you don't touch, move, mobilize. You actually have the potential to boost the glide ability once a scar has healed. That we should be touching a scar, we should be pulling on the tissue to decrease some of the negative effects of something that saved us from death in some instances.
It's fundamental, and it's also important to remember that we need to remember that the skin often is better respect to what there is under the skin, because many people think that a nice scar means a good
Perfect.
healing process. But it is not true. I saw many patients and cadavers that in the skin the scar is good, but when you touch the deep fascia, the muscular fascia, the different layer, is a disaster. And again, that is related to two different problems. The surgeon that don't take care of fascia in the proper way, and the patient, the rehabilitation doctor, that think that when the scar in the surface is okay, and we do a lot of treatment just for the surface, the scar is okay. But is totally wrong, because if we create adhesion, as you have described, the function of the muscle is totally altered. The function of the viscera are totally altered. So the problem in the skin is